Hey y'all, this is Homeroom with Smooth. Man, I got with me Lee, my guy Lee. You can find him at Why Me, damn it. but that is always funny.
Which is
Every time I say it out loud.
you have no idea.
Man, but we're here to talk about the Jussie Smollett verdict. I can't help it but keep calling him Juicy Smollett because it's
That's what I do the entire time I was reading. I have no idea how to fucking pronounce his name. He's a fucking crackhead anyway, so like he don't get the respect of saying his name correctly. Jussie
right.
Smollett. Yeah, but that dude, what the fuck, bro?
Dude, no, like that first part of that trial like had me crying because he had to admit like, yo, I had a sexual relationship with one of the brothers. He said they was in the spa checking off and went to a private spa and was jacking off together. I was like, yo, that's crazy, kissing and jacking off.
Dude, like this, like the whole. I mean, from the get-go, I was kind of suspicious from like the the whole Dave Chappelle commentary on it, right? And that's how I found out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he was making fun of the whole situation. But
Yeah.
like you look at it on paper, you look at what he said, it's
Mm-hmm.
just ridiculous. The fucking noose, the strange chemical, oh the camera on the fight,
Right.
it's and like the craziest part is it gets more and more ridiculous furthermore you read on it. Like what in
Yeah.
the fuck did you and he's like this is set up in the case that it sounds like his motive was that he wanted it to further his
Mm-hmm.
career, get his name more out there, which
Right.
it did. Why is this the route you decided to take? What?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Like I don't know what, like he had a great, like he was on Empire. It's a great show. Like
Yeah.
like, well, okay, I'm gonna be honest. It's great to some people. I didn't like it, but it was great to some people. And I'm just really like trying to understand, like when you're already
Just that
successful,
way.
your family is famous. The small, yeah, their family is famous.
Are they really?
Yeah, they're a famous family. Like I forgot what the dad did, but then the sister, she's been in that show Underground. She was in Roll Bounce. She was in I think she was in the Debaters. She was in the Debaters. She's been in a lot of show, like a lot
Really?
of like high end TV and film. She's been some everywhere. Like, and so it just leaves me at the point of like, why? Like,
Yeah, I just don't know. And then like yeah, I honestly I think he should pay the money for wasting all of those like people's time with the false thing.
bro.
He doesn't though. He doesn't. The case is dismissed.
No, no,
Is
no. The case isn't dismissed.
well, the original case is dismissed, and they're suing him for other stuff now.
Oh,
And
oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. You're right. Yeah, yeah.
they're trying to make him pay 130,000 for well for basically wasting their time. But like I think it's worded differently because they're not even suing Smollett anymore. They're suing the lawyers or something. It's they're going a different route, but their objective is clear.
Yeah, yeah. And then what's crazy, or is it so just to get to the meat and potatoes of this, he was found guilty on 5 charges of disorderly conduct, basically lying to the police and all this other stuff.
Yeah.
Um, these are felony counts, so now he's a convicted felon for no reason because
Yeah,
because he want
could have been avoided. Who's man? What kind of people he hanging with that
right.
approve this idea?
Nobody. That's the thing. He ain't got no friends. He just doing mess. This is ego. Like,
He at least got a manager, man. Like what?
No, he did that outside of his manager. No manager would tell you, yo, it sounds like a good idea that your story that you're gonna lie about is you are rich black man. You went outside in negative 16 degrees in Chicago, Chicago is legendarily windy, which is why it's called the Windy City. So
Right.
it's probably negative 40 outside. You
Oh,
went outside and you were going to Subway of all places, at 2 a.m. Got bleach spilled on you, got called a oh my god, I can't say that on here. I can't say that on
yeah.
I bleep, so you got called the F word. Apologies, peoples. I gotta go back and bleep that. But so got called the F word or whatever. Then I turned around and what the heck did they do?
Did they even
Um yeah,
did they beat his ass? Like,
so they roughed him up. They roughed him up. You know what I'm saying? They beat his
but
ass
but how much? Because that's
enough to be believable. Enough to be believable. So he had like bruises and stuff. Like they literally put bruises on him, which is wild. Like, which is
um,
wild. Like, and then my thing is, it's like, okay, it's safe to say it's at least negative 40 with wind chill, right?
right.
Outside, it's 2 a.m. Why would anybody be out there? Nobody would be out there. And it just so happened to be some MAGA people that didn't like black people and they didn't like gays. So they watched Empire enough to know who you were. Like most of Empire is a lot of gay black stuff. It's a
That,
black show and there's a
yep,
lot of gay stuff going on.
that's what Dave Chappelle was saying. He's like there's some KKK members out there watching Empire for targets.
Right. Like no, makes no sense. No sense.
Like
And then
that
they recognize you in that in the dark in those conditions to be able to call you out and then beat you up. And you didn't try and run away or anything. You just stayed in the same spot with bleach
like
on you.
like how the fuck would they even know he was gay? Like call him that.
Right.
Well,
It would
like
have been more believable if he would have just stuck with the racism.
yeah, the racism, like, okay, I get that, but then like he had to oh, okay, I'm also gay. Let me use that too to just
Yeah,
sprinkle
yeah.
that on top.
Yeah, he tried to be a martyr and now he's a clown. Like somebody said he was trying to work on a Hollywood comeback. You're not coming back. Bro, you're done. You're done. Everybody's done with you.
It
You're
like
gonna get go
it's too
ahead.
serious of a situation for like you to be doing this type of shit. It, and it gets mixed into news about real situations of this happening to people.
Hmm.
Oh, but since you're also a celebrity, you're tagged on top. You're tagged on top over somebody's real situation.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
you,
Now, like somebody said on Twitter that because of the resources that the police was using during that particular period of time, I think like 44 like murders went on like got resources diverted from them.
I
Like
I read that too, but the way I was kind of thinking about that is like, why wouldn't that be appropriately moved from the case?
I
Because
don't
dying,
yeah, I know. I think the thing is they had like detectives out there like looking for people and stuff because it was such a I think it's because it ended up being such a high vis thing. Like they were like, oh yeah, we got to go get those guys, whatever. But then they dug deep and found out like, yo, ain't ain't the suspects these guys that went to a mart up the street and bought the rope and gloves and mask and hat. Like,
yeah,
no.
he hired people he fucking works with. He didn't even hire white people to make it look believable.
Exactly. And you know what? You know what's crazy? You know what's crazy? Honestly, I feel like most white people would have told him, yo, you are out of your mind. Like, this would not happen.
Yeah, like if you hired some white people that were down for it, you probably got mucked up way worse.
Yeah, because
This idea is just so insane that it's just like, what the?
I, I've never heard of anybody like the lie is too elaborate. Like, like man, like he was better off. Like the rope around his neck, like
It's
that.
bleach. Why the bleach? The bleach was so random.
Yeah, that's yeah. And my thing is this: it's 2 a.m. It's -40. Where are they coming from?
And he went to great lengths. He could have done less, and it would have been way more believable.
Mm-hmm.
He could have dropped so many of those extra details, and then people would have been like, "Oh yeah, yeah, okay, I believe that."
Honestly, I feel like they wouldn't have got caught up if they would have just stuck to the guys wearing MAGA hats, right?
Yeah.
Some big guys wearing MAGA hats that beat him up and called him a racial slur. That's it.
Right, right,
It,
and
it,
then
it would have sold.
left it at that. Left it at that. Could have done it midday, one swing to the back of the head, and people would have been like, "Oh, get those guys."
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Or if you do it at night, just pick another night. That's it. That night wasn't the night. It wasn't believable. Like, because again, still, you're rich. Why are you outside at 2 a.m. walking the subway?
Yo, he really threw those dudes under the bus too, like immediately.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, and those dudes were like, "What in the McFuck?" They gave him the fucking camera footage of them in the cab driving to the location and
Right.
the plans and dude, he kept denying giving his phone to them. That was
Yeah.
suspicious. That's why people wanted to look more into it. Like, what do you have to hide?
Right.
Like, if this situation really did happen, exposing the songs you haven't released yet wouldn't have been the biggest fucking problem.
Right. Exactly. And they weren't gonna drop them songs. Don't nobody care about your music, bro. I'm just
I,
gonna keep it a band. I'm not checking for you. Ain't nobody checking for you. I didn't even know he had music out.
I
That's
didn't even
one.
know who the dude was until somebody else spoke about it.
Bro, and that's the other thing. Like, I was not watching Empire. Like, people told me what Empire was about, and I said, "There's no way I'm watching this. There's no way. It's not my type of show. It's not."
I stick to anime. I definitely ain't watching
Right,
it.
right. I'm like, yo, like, call me when my Heroes season is back on. When Demon Slayer coming back out. Like, that's what I was on during that time. I wouldn't like no.
It's just that
Man,
I don't,
honestly, if it wasn't for the pandemic, we would have been had a resolution on this. That's the only reason why it took so long with this
you think
case. Yeah, because then priority shifted. You know what I'm saying, for everybody. Like, and then
so?
you couldn't really meet up in person. You know what I'm saying, because everybody's trying to figure it out. Like, because there was a good portion. Like, because for instance, during when COVID started, right? Because this happened in 2019. When COVID started, I,
Did. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. When COVID started, because I think they probably found out, like they found sometime during COVID that he did it. But I remember distinctly when COVID first started, I got a ticket like right before COVID started in February. The courthouse was when March hit and they went into lockdown mode. The court was closed.
Oh, really?
The court was closed, and I couldn't meet up with the police department to get my thing cleared
Oh,
because it was a fix it ticket. So I was literally just screwed. I was screwed, and it didn't open back up till I want to say like I think it was like July, August, but that was just for like criminal proceedings, like actual criminal proceedings. It didn't open back up for the public till like maybe September in San Diego or something like that. And then they had a whole docket full of stuff they were catching up on.
damn.
Yeah, so by the time I ended up like just forgetting. I honestly I forgot I even had the ticket. How long I ended up waiting, and then by the time I got back and I got ready to renew my license, they were like, "Oh, you need to pay. You owe us. What did I have to pay? Like $1,200.
Ooh, goddamn. For a second? Oh,
Yeah, for a ticket, for a ticket. And
that's not.
I also had to pay for an expired license. and because they expired my license. They revoked my license because I had a warrant out for me. Yeah. Yeah, so I was driving and technically it was illegal for me to drive. If I would have ever got pulled over, it would have been a wrap for me. It would
Oh,
have been a wrap. It would have been a wrap. I would have got taken to jail. Yeah.
well,
For
man,
unpaid tickets. That would have
that,
been the wildest thing to go to jail forever. Like, yeah, stupid. So but anyway, back on subject. Um man, I honestly I really don't know what else to say about dude, man. Because he
I
made things so hard for everybody else now.
he really did. Because like just the lengths he went to do all of this, the lengths he went to like try and disprove his own accusation. Yeah, like it's just ridiculous. What's more ridiculous is that he convinced those dudes to do it.
Right.
Like, why'd they agree to this? Was $3,500 worth it?
Right. Like, yeah. For those guys, like, yeah, I don't know if that was yeah, I don't think that was worth it at all. Like, there's no world where that's worth it. Like, bro, just work. Like, go become a Lyft driver. They could have became Lyft drivers because it's two of them. Y'all could have both became Lyft drivers and made that money yourself.
It was so stupid. Like, the whole situation was just dumb as fuck. Like, like
They could have
I
rented the same car and did it in shifts, man. Did Lyft in shifts and just made mad money, bro. Like for real, like they could have both like said, "Yo, we finna do like 15 rides each." Bruh, they would have been rich. They would have made that bread. They would have made that bread in like a couple days.
it's just the dumbest fucking shit. I want to see him like sitting in jail and then like do an interview like a year from now and then be like, "Why'd you do it?" And he's like, I don't know. I was drunk and really high. I thought this would work."
Okay, my bad, man. I'm just trying to get back to this guy. But yeah, man. And then all the people that made tweets in 2019 defending him, like you got Joe Biden,
Well, that's
Kamala Harris,
fucking right. I forgot. Like
Kamala Harris, Michelle Obama. Oh, you know what I'm saying?
atrocities.
Man,
It,
Barack Obama. Let me think. Who else? Who else? You got Bernie Sanders, AOC. Like you pretty much like you name a Democrat, they out to dry right now. Like Don Lemon is getting hung. Like people just on everybody who defended him. You know what I'm saying? But then at the same time, like talking about this tweet didn't age well. This tweet didn't age well.
Lee Daniels, the director of Empire,
Yeah,
dropped his ass immediately.
yeah.
Like I saw the tweet that said, uh, "It looks like Smollett might be returning for season 6," and then immediate reply, "Smollett will not be replaying his character Jamal in season 6."
Wait, they're
So,
bringing Empire back?
huh?
They're bringing Empire back?
Yeah, for season 6 it looks like, and then that's gonna be the finale or something. I don't know. I don't even watch the thing, but
Oh,
that's the way it read.
I thought it was over. I thought it wasn't even on the air anymore.
I have no idea. I don't know. I had
Oh wow.
but
Well,
like you
anyway,
can
yeah,
check me on that. But like the way it read, it was
yeah.
like he's not coming back in season 6. He's not coming back to the last 2 episodes of season 5.
Damn,
Yeah,
that's crazy, man. But
they're
yeah,
like
bro.
too much trouble over here.
Right. You got any other final thoughts, man? Because I pretty much don't have anything else to say besides he's a piece of shit.
Yeah, fuck you, Juicy Smollett.
Yeah. Juicy. You really fucked up this time. You really fucked up. You ruined it for everybody. Man, but yeah, hey, this has been our show. We out.